Last week I got hit by copyright and had my video blocked before anybody could even watch it. And frankly, it was really frustrating and demoralising. But copyright is something that is disappointingly common within the world of YouTube. So today, I'm going to talk about one of the standard YouTube video topics and look at why copyright is such a common problem.
Talk about copyright.
To begin with, let's talk about my video that got hit. In the video, I had used about a minute clip of the intro of One Punch Man. In my defense, I had muted it and talked over it. And Bandai Visual took issue with this and blocked it worldwide. While I could see the potential argument for this being copyright material, the problem is that I got the full, unedited and unmuted version of the intro from YouTube itself, with there being several videos of it that have been up for several months. Now, as I understand it, the video didn't actually get me a copyright strike, but from what I read in YouTube's help section, I could potentially get one if I disputed it and that dispute failed. What this could mean is that those other videos had successfully disputed and Bandai knows its claim wouldn't hold up, but does it anyway, manipulating people with a culture of fear around copyright. But that is admittedly a bit of a conspiracy theory stretch by me to make me right, and I don't have proof that this is actually the case. Though, let's forget about me and look where all this business with YouTube and copyright began. What can probably be considered the big trigger event for all these YouTube and copyright problems was a lawsuit by Viacom, which YouTube successfully fought off. But this presented the clear possibility of more lawsuits to follow, and unsurprisingly, wanting to not get sued can be a pretty big motivator to take action. And YouTube did, with all the content ID and copyright power given to content owners, and, of course, people pretending to be content owners. You may ask, why don't YouTube just directly handle this all themselves? And the simple answer to that is size. YouTube is massive, and it's totally free to use. Anybody can set up an account and start uploading videos. And with all that freedom, you'll find there'll be plenty of people who decide to just use their channel for stuff like uploading full Family Guy episodes with no editing, making some kind of policing for copyright necessary due to clear breaches like this. And well, for YouTube to try and do this themselves with the sheer quantity of videos would, I imagine, incur massive operational costs. And as a business trying to make money, that's just not something they want. So YouTube handed off its responsibility to content owners and YouTube channel owners. But obviously, there's plenty of abuse and misuse of this system, given how unbalanced the system is towards the claimant, working off a guilty until proven innocent style. The reason for this is very simple as well. Money. Any particular individual YouTube creator is incredibly unlikely to try and take YouTube to court for a false copyright strike, while a big media company is far more likely to have a go at them if they feel YouTube isn't taking adequate actions to prevent or punish copyright breaches. What's more is that, as I am perfectly illustrating here with this video, we are very unlikely to go somewhere else, what with mine being one of the many videos moaning about YouTube's copyright on YouTube itself. The reason for this is that YouTube is essentially a monopoly. There's not another big video site out there that can compete with it for potential viewership, as it is the default go-to place for videos. This isn't actually very likely to change anytime soon. One of the big problems with the sheer freedom of the internet is that anybody could make a video site to try and compete, and this ironically stops a competitor rising up, as there's so many smaller sites competing with all the other smaller sites that it just can't get enough traction to grow enough to be any kind of threat to YouTube. The only real chance of this happening would be if enough big name channels decided to migrate to a new site, but I just don't think this will happen. As for the big channels that have the potential to actually make this change, they are big enough that YouTube is their job, and you don't really want to risk your job due to some policy you don't agree with. So, given there's no real danger or risk to YouTube for siding against its creators, it has no reason to actually change its policy, which means we're just stuck with it. The big question then is, why do I and others bother with YouTube when there's this constant copyright crap to deal with? I guess the answer is because I like doing it, and more importantly, I'm stubborn like a mule. So, you're stuck with my crappy videos for now. And hey, if Bandai doesn't catch wind of this video, it might even get to stay up.